So we are winding down day 13. I had a very relaxing day, which is very much needed after all the busyness this week. Already changed into my nice flannel PJs because the temperature is a steadily she's a dropping. It's going to be in the 30s tonight, which is very nice. It's been in like the mid 70s, mid to upper 70s, low 80s a couple times, which now feels extremely hot because we're just coming out of wintertime and it got down to 0 degrees at one point. So now that, which used to feel mild and, almost cold to me when I lived in Texas, now I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so hot. So we are finalizing these projects, which was nice. I took a break from those projects and was just able to kind of have a wind down day as I very much needed. As you can see, I'm already getting ready for bed, and the baby, look at this.
Together, ready? Put your hands up high, put your hands down low, put your hands in the middle and wiggle just so. Put your elbows in the front, put your elbows in the back, put your elbows at your side and whack, whack, whack. That was so good. Let's try it again. Ready? Put your hands up high, put your hands down.
She loves Miss Rachel. If you have young kids and you are not watching Miss Rachel, you're very much missing out. She's the perfect balance of appealing to kids, but it's not like that whole overdone and annoying. So, like, as an adult, I actually enjoy watching it. Both my older kids, my husband, myself, we catch ourselves singing along to the songs because we've watched it so many times. Because, of course, babies like to watch things on repeat. Oh no, I've distracted her. She loves her. So when you turn on Miss Rachel, she's like almost like a zombie for at least the first 20 to 30 minutes. She doesn't hardly look away. Anyway, so Miss Rachel's a nice little help for breaks in the day, as we all need. However, today was another very good day. I didn't anticipate my calories or my protein and my fiber like I have been wanting to quite yet, but I feel like I'm getting closer to that. So today I was able to hit 100 grams of protein again today. Um, I fell slightly short on my fiber, but I was actually, I think I got 19 grams of fiber. My minimum goal is 30. Um, but I'm okay with that because it's slowly inching up the same way as the protein slowly inched up. Me just kind of getting back into the groove this past week. And so now I'm 2 consecutive days where I hit my protein. I started my day with some trail mix, and I ate enough trail mix to get to about 25 grams of protein. The downfall, even though I'm not tracking all of my macronutrients yet, like stressing about it, but I did out of curiosity kind of track what I could specifically, because I'm not measuring food right now or anything, but the trail mix was obviously, it came in a package. Um, so from the fat content, the carb content that I did track, I was like at 80 something grams of fat, which is way more than I would normally want to do. But like I said, I'm just easing myself back in one element at a time, starting with the protein, starting with the fiber, starting with the water. I haven't been talking about hydration, but I'm at 24. I'm at about 54. Once I drink this next one, I'll be at about 84. I aim for 100 ounces of fluids a day. So I easily get 100 or more every day on fluids. So that's not usually an issue. But it transforms how hungry you feel, the cravings you feel, the energy you feel whenever everything is hydrated. It's really an aspect that is undervalued, underestimated, underappreciated by people. And a lot of times dehydration can mask or can behave like hunger symptoms. So we think we're hungry when we're just dehydrated. 9 times out of 10, that's actually the case because people are not consuming enough fluids. And that can come from any form, water, ideally water, but any kind of healthy fluid, healthy drink. It can even come from your food. soups, stews, watery fruits and veggies, mainly fruits, that all counts. Hydration is hydration, no matter where you're getting it from. So, anyway, that was a side note. So I did start with the trail mix, and then I was just kind of experimenting. I took one of my vegan sausages, which has my chorizo ones have about 27 grams of protein, and then I can't miss a sale at the at the grocery store. So there was some special cheeses. It was Colby Jack, Monterey Jack, Pepper Jack, and no Swiss provolone, Pepper Jack, and Colby, I believe. Um, and so I took a slice of each of those and I took my chorizo sausage and I basically made a grilled cheese. And it was delicious. Immediately, whenever my older daughter tried it, she was like, I need to make one of those. So we made a second one for her. So it's just playing with your food. I mean, I had like 52 grams in that one sandwich, essentially. And then I just finished up, I made tofu fried rice for the family. Which is a staple. My husband asked for it constantly. So I went ahead and made it, and I made sure. So I ended up doing 2.5 cups of rice, uncooked. And then what I did was I made 3 pounds of tofu, and I made sure that last pound of tofu, I separated about half of it out. So I guaranteed each package of tofu was about 39 grams of protein. So I made sure I took out half and made sure it was on my plate, and then just got from the group the whole dish because I made a big batch of it so it would last us a couple days. So I guaranteed a minimum of 30 grams in my dinner. So I easily hit 100 grams of protein today. So again, I'm not desperate on tracking calories or tracking macronutrients right now. I'm just easing back into it one step at a time and progressively getting better. The whole goal in this is to just do 1% better each and every day. So that's what I'm doing. So it's not about trying to do everything at once, starting with everything, you don't throw spaghetti at the wall and hope that it sticks because it doesn't. Most of it's going to slide off, okay? Or it's just going to, yeah. I don't want to overdo that metaphor. So it's not about that. It's about sustainability over the long term. So that's why, I say this all the time to people where, we're so stuck in this culture, especially for females, that we need to be skinny, we need to lose weight, and the only way to do that is to go really hard, go really intense on your exercise, and be really restrictive with your food. 1,200 calories is the magic number for women, and that's just not true. It's just not true. We need to be strong, capable bitches. First off, let's just start there. So this whole let's do cardio is not bad, but if you want to actually lose body fat and not be skinny fat and just lose weight, but you're all jiggly whenever you're skinny because you have no muscle tone because you're not strength training, good luck with long-term sustainability on those results because you're not going to have it. Okay. And metabolically, you're going to be very unhealthy. Skinny doesn't equal healthy. That drives me crazy. Okay. We're getting better about it as a culture, kind of, but it's still a battle that I fight constantly whenever I get a new client. It's like I have to retrain the brain, or I have to help them retrain the brain because we've been so conditioned otherwise. It's very unfortunate, but I am here to fight the battle, which is why I'm sharing this too. I have the same battle as anybody else. Just because I have the knowledge doesn't mean it's necessarily any easier for me. I still have to do the physical work. It doesn't just happen, okay? You have to do the physical work. It's hard. It's hard to stay disciplined enough on your nutrition because it's really easy to just get that easy convenience food, especially if you're not at home, especially if you didn't plan ahead. You just want to grab and go what's easy and simple because it's less work. That's not abnormal, okay? And same thing is we just want these big grand results, but we don't want to go through the suffering that can be the intensity of the strength training and the exercise. So that's why I'm sharing this process because people need to see that just because I have the knowledge and a lot of experience, over a decade of experience coaching and training other people, doesn't mean I don't still have to do the hard work as well. and I'm slowly getting myself back into it because this is what's realistic. You've seen I was at like 50 grams of protein, and then I got to like 60, and then it was like 70, 75. And then the last couple days, I've been able to hit 100 fairly easily because I'm just more and more feeling more aware and conscious of it with intention. Okay. So it just takes time. You have to be patient. You have to be consistent. It's not about being perfect. It's just about being consistent. If you keep showing up, it can be janky some days, and it's gonna be. It is going to be. Some days are just going to be bad days. You just do what you can to the best of your ability with whatever options or opportunities are presented to you at the time. And then you move on when it's not perfect. Okay. Because it's never going to be perfect. So stop trying to strive for that. Okay. It won't work. Okay. So that's my little tangent for the day. I'm hitting my numbers more and more. I feel like I'm going to start some exercise tomorrow. Today, what I plan to do actually, right after I hop off of this, is to kind of get my body feeling it and to kind of get my mind starting to get back to where I'm like, okay, let's get back into this exercise thing because I know how hard it's going to be. I'm very unfit and I have at least 35 additional pounds on my frame that I wouldn't normally have, prior to making a human. So it's going to take time. It's going to be very difficult because anything that's worth doing is difficult. Not really. It's going to be difficult because I'm heavy. I have extra weight on me. It's hard. Okay. It's not going to stay that way. You just got to get the ball rolling. Once the ball is rolling, it's easier to keep it rolling than it is to get it rolling. Okay. So I'm going to have me a nice, long, and as intense as I can stretch. And I don't mean just like lolly-daw stretching. I'm going to aim to stretch intensely enough to where I actually feel a little sore tomorrow, because pushing the limits on flexibility is just the same thing as pushing the limits on strength training. You want to have those little micro tears in your muscles. You want to push your muscles just a little bit past your limits. Not enough to injure yourself. We don't want that, but just enough past your limits on a regular and consistent basis to get continuous forward results. All right. So I'm hoping, not that I chase soreness, but soreness today with this stretching is going to indicate that I push myself just past my comfort zone to actually get my body to start waking up and responding. So I fully anticipate sleeping really well tonight because I'm about to have a really solid stretch session. So just keep these things in mind. I'm coaching myself as well as trying to help coach you if you're following along and seeing and listening to the process here. It takes time, but if it takes longer, that's fine, because if you learn what you're supposed to do, then once you get those results, it is so much easier to keep those results because you gain the knowledge and the skills to keep the results that you develop. Okay? So keep that in mind. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It is a Sunday. I'm getting ready for the week. We're going to knock it out this week. I will talk to you tomorrow.